Jake Strong to retreat. Evil East take on El Dragon Azteca Jr. And he got her.
Hold on, girl. How about you team up with us?
Hell yeah!
King Cuerno and Mil Muertes went to war with no clear-cut winner. Antonio Cueto then decreed this a three-way dance. Mil Muertes, a former Lucha Underground champion. King Cuerno, a former Gift of the Gods champion. And of course, our current champion, Pentagon Dark. These three men have a long history of hatred.
Gift of the Gods can be exchanged anytime they hold their words.
In one night, everything has changed. Marty the Moth Martinez is your new Lucha Underground champion. What's up, everybody, and welcome. This is Lucha Underground. I'm Matt Stryker. He's Vampiro. They're the Believers. Of course, we want to say thank you to El Conjunto Nueva Ola for raining down the sounds. Now, ladies and gentlemen, last week, we may have had a few hearts stop. We definitely saw some eyes tear, because in one night, Marty the Moth Martinez changed the landscape of Lucha Underground as we know it. With that said, I was given a letter by our owner, Antonio Cueto, who told me to read it on the air. So that is what I am about to do. From the desk of Antonio Cueto. Last week, 4 men all had the same dream, being in the main event of Ultima Lucha. But those dreams were crushed in one action-packed hour of the Lucha Underground telecast. First, Marty the Moth ended El Dragon Azteca's dream when he won the Gift of the Gods title. Then, after Pentagon Dark dashed the dreams of Mil Muertes and King Cuerno by retaining the Lucha Underground title, Marty the Moth swooped in and defeated Pentagon for that belt and completely changed the landscape of the temple. We are left with many questions. Would Pentagon have lost if he hadn't just been through a hellacious three-way war? Would Marty have been able to beat Mil Muertes or King Cuerno? And would El Dragon Azteca Jr. still be the Gift of the Gods champion if not for the vicious attack of Phoenix? So, it seems, all of these men have a legitimate claim to be #1 contender. Only one will realize the dream of main eventing Ultima Lucha. Tonight, in our main event, these 4 men will do battle with each other, and the winner will face the Moth for the Lucha Underground Championship at Ultima Lucha Cuatro, signed Antonio Cueto. Vampiro, your thoughts on this major announcement by our owner?
Did you say something? We got stuff to do. Melissa, take it away.
Scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, in the ring, representing the Worldwide Underground, from Tacoma, Washington, Jack Evans.
Melissa, I'm just gonna say what no one here will say but has on their mind, and that's, shut up. Yeah, keep booing me. We all know that in your heart of hearts, you would love to see a match from Lucha's one true god, Jack Evans. But it ain't gonna happen, because I will not compete in an organization that allows such a dastardly and vile individual like Exo Luscious fight freely. And on top of all of this, I have to worry about my good friend Johnny Mundo's wedding. And let's be realistic with the situation that we're in. Had I been there, I would have ripped Matanza's head off. Yeah. But alas, there will be no match tonight, not as long as Exolicious is around. Because I might have said no mas, But tonight, I'm saying, I quit!
Yuck! Nobody likes quitters. However, I'm a compassionate boss who hears your complaints. Let me be clear. You will fight tonight. If you win, you can walk out that door. If you lose, though, you will never walk out of this temple ever again. Because you have been chosen to be the next sacrifice to the gods.
Sacrifice to the gods.
Wait. I'm
come
so
to
sorry.
know.
Hey, old man that looks and sounds like Satan. May I make you a counteroffer?
We have a runner. And give Jack credit. He's the first smart enough to run after we've seen what Matanza has done.
Just like Logan's run.
There you go. As the believers chant sacrifice.
Oh, no.
The horror movie has come to life. It's a good thing Jack is wearing black pants.
Oh, boy.
Whoa. Nice. Jack had no choice there.
Smart.
Now Jack trying to retreat from the monster Matanza. Antonio Cueto with a little assistance.
Now, that's not fair.
Oh, now you want to talk about fair?
Hey, he's a nice guy.
Here we go.
Okay, so it doesn't sound right, does it?
sound right.
Exactly.
As Matanza stalks, the fear on Jack's face tells you everything you need to know. We have not seen or heard from the other fighters that have been sacrificed in the past. Perhaps the same fate awaits Jack.
I just want to clarify one thing.
Yeah?
If it was unfortunate that you got chosen for the next sacrifice and you said, Vam, help me out, I'd say no.
All right, thanks for clarifying.
Oh, boy.
Of course, Jack Evans, I guess the spokesperson for the Worldwide Underground, and Jack was not present at Johnny and Taya's wedding.
Dude.
But Matanza certainly was, and of course we do send our well wishes to both Johnny and Taya, who are still recovering. And there's the bell, and I guess we have an official match.
Jack's definitely a spokesperson for Jack Evans Incorporated, and I think that that company's about to go bankrupt.
Jack Evans now, it's amazing sometimes when you push an athlete or you corner an animal, the things that they're capable of. Go behind, Jack holding on to the ropes. He knows that if Matanza lifts Jack up, oh, Jack just ripped the turnbuckle right off. That shows you Matanza's strength, more so than Jack's.
Or Jack's fear, he just didn't want to let go.
Oh, look at that, the exposed turnbuckle. That just came across Matanza's head. Is this gonna be a huge upset here? Matanza is down! Jack in for the cover! No? Oh, that might be a huge mistake, Jack. That could be Jack's ego right there.
That's definitely not his smartness working on his favor.
Cannonball 630, 720. That's it. How many times he went around, but here we go. Cover, Marky Elias down. Doing it for Johnny, no. Matanza doing it for the bloodlust of a sacrifice.
Well,
you can't deny the wrath of the gods either. Right on the ancient Aztec seal, another sacrifice has been made.
He's your winner, the monster Matanza Cueto.
Jack Evans showed a lot of fight, more fight than the fighters that we've seen in the past, the Joey Wrestlings and the others. But the sacrifice has been made, and the ancient Aztec gods are pleased. Johnny Mundo, Nazi, the Worldwide Underground, loses another member. Jack Evans has disappeared from this temple. However, don't you disappear, because we've got a trios titles match, and it's coming your way next.
The following lucha is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the Lucha Underground Trios Championship. Introducing first, making their way to the ring, they are the team of Exolicious, Evilise, and Joey Ryan.
Fam, I'm not sure if I've seen an odder teaming, if that's a word, of luchadors. I mean, but these three have learned to respect each other over the past few weeks and are competing together for the first time tonight to work toward claiming the trio's title, the feel-good trio of Evilise, Exolicious, and Joey Ryan. Let's meet their opponents.
And their opponents, from when reptiles ruled the earth, they are the Lucha Underground Trios champions, the team of Daga, Cobra Moon, and Jeremiah Snake, the Reptile Tribe.
The trio's champions, led by their queen, Cobra Moon. There you see the King Daga. Slithering up the rear is Jeremiah Snake. And Vamp, one thing jumps to my mind immediately is that Jeremiah Snake's previous persona, Jeremiah Crane, he has a history with Evilise. They were once lovers. It kind of tumbled into a fatal attraction. There were broken bones, coffins, and resurrections and stuff. And now scorned lovers will clash once more. Anything to the emotional aspect of that?
Well, I was just going to say, dude, are you talking about this match? Are you talking about my first marriage? I mean, it kind of confused me there for a second. But I don't know, because Jeremiah, being that he's full of venom, come back, he's different.
Yeah. Of course, 2 weeks ago, it was Exolicious that made the offer. Evilise accepted, and what I like about Joey, Exo, and Evie is that they want to be here. And that's one thing that I can say about the Temple. Who's that? Oh, Paul London.
The time has come, as it gives me all the pleasure in the land to present to you all the rabid, the unpredictable, the uncaged, El Bunny!
El Bunny?
We know that Mala Suerte and Salvador were sacrificed, and
But there's more. It would be wise to rise, for this man is the unholy father of time. And he is the enlightened one, the White Rabbit!
where we go one, we go all. That White Rabbit looks a little cross. We have a match here that Paul, El Bunny, and White Rabbit are not involved in.
I have no clue what the hell is going on right now.
Well, what's going on is referee Nick Lira holds up the trio's titles. That's what this match is all about. And I was saying earlier how Exo, Evie, and Joey, they want to be here. And here in Lucha Underground, you know, look, in the Temple, someone doesn't want to be here, then there's the door, go, because there will be new fighters coming through each and every week. And believe me, someone's going to take your spot. So I really like the fact that these three want to be here, have the desire to fight.
Okay.
Look at Jeremiah's eyes.
Brother, look at my eyes. There's absolutely no way I would do that. Dead or not.
Here we go. Trio's titles on the line. Tag made now to Cobra Moon, who really seems to be the controller of this whole entire thing.
Dude, this thing is out of control. There's no controller here.
Look at that. Joey did not allow Cobra to take him over.
Oh, no.
Joey's core strength here is King Daga is in now.
Oh, jeez.
Look at Joey. Go, Joey, go.
Is he, like, defending the... What do you call it, male lion? Defends the herd? What do you call that? Like,
Ryan.
You know, you're no fun. I'm not playing with you anymore.
Here we go. Exolicious is taking the temple by storm with a unique move set and a certain flash and charisma that comes along perhaps once in a lifetime.
This is crazy.
Exolicious, top rope, nice back flip, takes over Cobra Moon. It looks like Exo has been training in Lucha Libre.
No doubt about it. Wow.
Cobra, knee to the gut, doubles over Exo now. Each member of this reptile tribe brings something different.
You know what Daga told him to attack, but if you notice Jeremiah, just like a snake before the kill, like a cobra, for example, goes slow, sneaks up, and bam! Quick. Ooh, hang time, drop kick. Are these three knowing each other, or is Cobra Moon in control?
That's a good point, and it's also important to point out that Ivelisse is a former two-time trios champion, so perhaps she has huddled with her mates and told them exactly what's needed for victory. Exolicious now trying to fight, trying to make his way back to the corner. Body scissor there into the stunner.
Smart.
Down goes Snake. Exo now. Somebody has to make a tag. Trios titles on the line. This is Lucha Underground. I'm Matt Stryker here alongside Vampiro. We thank you so much for joining us each and every week. Tag made, here comes Daga, here comes Ivelisse. Ivelisse, of course, has that championship experience, and she's going to use it right here. Question mark kick there by Ivelisse, stuns Daga. Now Ivelisse. Tag made to this generation's most controversial athlete. Call him what you will, but Jeremiah Snake is certainly someone that can raise the ire of fans across the world. And these two have a torrid history together. But putting emotion aside, they are both incredible athletes as well. Step up enziguri by Ivelisse and Crane, looking for reprieve on the floor. As Daga finds himself in a perfect line of fire for a basement dropkick. And now tag made to, for my money, one of the smartest guys in our sport. Whether you like him or you don't, he's got you talking, and therefore Joey Ryan has already won. Ivelisse disposes of her old flame, and now Exolicious using his assets. That is an effective move because it's rattling the head of the opponent. Double super kicks there. Joey smart to move Daga away from the ropes. Cover here. No. Cobra Moon with the save.
Wow. Double drop kick. Smart. Very smart.
Now, Cobra Moon slithers up to the sleazy one.
Uh-oh.
Joey ducks the clothesline. What does he have in mind for Cobra Moon here? Whoa! Down onto her reptile tribe teammates.
Wow. Daga almost broke his head open on the steps right in front of me, Matt.
And it's almost as if the believers have been wanting to cheer for Joey Ryan for so long, and now they finally get the chance. But there's also something to cheer about here. The charisma, the athletic ability of Exolicious. Ivelisse.
Cannonball.
Keep your eyes on Exo. Nice. Joey's so smart. He pulled Daga into the ring because Joey knows that's where the victory comes. And yeah, he has a second lollipop. Of course he does. Why wouldn't he? Oh, isn't that salty?
Yeah, juice.
Hang on a second here. Roll through. Pinning predicament. No, look at Joey. Now look at Daga.
Wow.
Back and forth, and now this is a big submission here.
Jeez.
And Joey is far from the ropes, and Joey had no choice
Here are your
to tap
winners,
out.
still Lucha Underground Trios champions, the Reptile Tribe.
Yeah, it can come so quick, just like that. Daga put a very painful submission on Joey Ryan, and Joey had no choice but to submit. And the Reptiles are still the Trios champion. You're shaking your head back. You like that submission, didn't you?
I love that submission. It was insane, but I'm not taking my eyes off for 1 second what's at the top of the stairs, my friend.
Look at the White Rabbit. Listen. The minutes turn to hours, and the hours turn to days as a cold decadence seems to be descending here. And Paul London, one side, El Bunny, they flank the ring, and this doesn't bode well for Exo and Joey.
For anybody. Bunny?
Here we go. We say the doors are open to anyone. All kinds of new luchadors are coming, all shapes and sizes, and El Bunny. You don't even notice the size because of just the brutality.
Just a little rabid little thing in there. He's not... Whatever it is, it's just like surreal, man.
Never one to shy away from the fight. Oh, Paul London with a kick to the gut. Oh. El Bunny is lethal with those drop kicks, lethal with his feet.
Do you know what El Bunny means?
The bunny.
There you go.
Thank you. Look at as if they all are in the... What are those things that they used to put the people...
When the head got cut off, right? That thing?
The guillotine.
The guillotine, yeah.
Something like that.
Tick-tock.
Joey, the marked man.
Time is up.
It's the night of Philippus, as Paul London appears to have found a new colony for the Rabbit Tribe. And the front teeth are out in this new lineup, making a statement here tonight. Are we looking at the heir apparent to the top of the trios division? Oh, ladies and gentlemen, we roll on as Drago and Aerostar seek revenge on the savage Jake Strong in a fight right up the Dragon's Alley. It's a nunchucks match. You're not going to want to miss it. Stick around. Welcome back to Lucha Underground. Melissa, what do you got?
The following lucha is scheduled for one fall and is a 2-on-1 nunchucks match. The only way to win is by either pinfall or submission, and nunchucks are legal. Introducing first, the team of Aerostar and Drago.
Viewers will remember that Aerostar and Drago won the first ever nunchuck match here in the Temple against PJ Black and Jack Evans, but that seems to be eons ago.
And their opponents from Perry, Oklahoma, the Savage Jake Strong.
Well, Strong has been an absolute force in Lucha Underground since his debut, where he destroyed Infamous Incorporated. He has also defeated Drago and Aerostar, respectively, in singles action, but continues to antagonize the Fire Breather and the Man from the Cosmos. That, of course, prompted Lucha Underground owner and promoter Antonio Cueto to sanction this violent contest. And Drago and Aerostar do qualify as professional practitioners, so Antonio Cueto was able to get the state of California.
What the hell are you talking about, man? This is the Lucha Underground Temple. We don't need no permission from anybody. Just put him in there and swing it out. Man, Matt, sometimes you surprise me.
Of course, the strategy will be for Drago and Aerostar to use their speed and their Lucha Libre ability, but to me, it's go for the nunchucks, straight away.
I'm a little bit surprised that they didn't do a better double team strategy right off the bat.
Well, they try. And there you go. How's that double team strategy? You like that one?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Cover, just a 1.5 count here. And to Drago and Aerostar's credit, I do believe they're going to want to win this match on the fair and square, so to speak. But I think once it all unravels, then these two will find that they need the nunchaku sticks.
No, there's no doubt about it. I've noticed that since they have become a team again, and the Super Friends, as you so like to mention every single time you talk about them, Aerostar is really working on his kicks. Have you noticed that? Leg kicks, kicks to the rib cage. So obviously there's a little bit of training going on, so it leads me to believe that maybe he's picked up a tip or two with these nunchucks. Bro, when he hits the ropes, the whole ring moves.
Of course, we have documented the friendship of Aerostar and Drago. Aerostar saved Drago from a broken arm, as well as Cobra Moon's control.
Smart, very smart.
A set of chain sticks dangle. We've talked the fact that Strong is 6 feet 7 inches tall. Aerostar has Strong occupied. Look at Drago.
There goes Drago. Now, Aerostar made the sacrifice. You talk about loyalty.
Now, Vamp, can you educate us on this weapon in and of itself? It seems to me that it's more of a defensive weapon.
Yes, it is, most definitely. Hit the wrist, hit the knee, hit the joints, things like that.
Aerostar hits the, well, I was going to say, hits a dive to the floor. It's almost as if Jake is using Aerostar as a shield.
Smart, very smart.
Drago dropped the chain sticks. If Jake looks down to his left.
It's a street fighting 101, man. You use your opponent.
Ooh. Instead decides to send Drago to the vacant area here in the bowels of the temple.
I'm surprised he's not coming back for those weapons. Do not leave them just laying there on the floor. Look at that.
I'm not sure Jake sees them. He does see his
I'm not sure
Aerostar.
Jake needs them, dude.
Good point. Pinfall, submission, and the nunchakus are legal.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with Jake experimenting just so we can all be educated.
Oh, wow, Jake's knee. That's a bit of irony because Jake has been breaking people's ankles. And look at that, Aerostar has Drago on his shoulders. That makes Drago nearly 7 feet tall.
There you go, here we go, look at that. You want to talk about...
Strong blinded, and now Master Blaster across Jake Strong. He's got his hands up.
That's gonna break, that could break a forearm very easily. Hit him in the elbow, can crack that too.
Those handles are made of what, polyurethane? I mean,
it all depends, my friend. But let me tell you something. I will hit you across the mouth and you tell me how it feels. Oh, did you hear that? It was like a home run.
Look at Jake's face, covered in the green mist. Hey, hey, hey! If you know your Japanese wrestling history, is there something to the different colored mists? They mean something. Red mist means one thing, green mist means another. Drago.
Dude, a seat. Excuse me, I didn't know they had bowling here at Lucha Underground Temple. Jake Strong, when he's on the offense, he doesn't over-exaggerate and get hyper. You know what I mean? He just goes and he stalks and he beats everyone up. Oh, man.
This is not a ladder match, but Aerostar now has nunchucks of his own.
But Big Jake got up there quick.
Yeah, I don't think Jake realizes it. Now he does. Ooh, and that's a precarious position for these two fighters out on the catwalk high above the temple
Very
here.
smart. Oh,
there you go.
very, very smart.
It's a great way to disarm an opponent, Big Jake Strong.
But did you see what he did? He had his hands up, he was defending his head, and then, oh man, dude, watch out, watch out.
Wait a minute. Aerostar begging it.
Oh, jeez.
Aerostar just fell off your screen. If we can get a camera over there.
I'll get a doctor over there.
And it's almost as if Jake feeds off of this. And if you know your wrestling history, you know a tennis racket is a good weapon, but I do believe that the nunchucks may be a better choice here. Strong has been a collector of his opponents, a collector of broken ankles, and now he's about to collect some shots to the back. And look at Drago, relentless.
Drago is on fire. Oh, dude. Drago is putting every pin into it. You can hear the wax from here.
And it's amazing, as Drago goes to one end of the spectrum, his old friend Phoenix goes to the other end of the spectrum, but that's a story for another day. The story here, the clubbing right hands of Jake Strong and the head of Drago bouncing off of the structure known as the temple. And the thing about this structure is that it's so very dangerous as Jake Strong stands, and now he sees what I see, and look at Aerostar!
And the believers are on their feet. Listen! Yes!
Oh, I'm remembering the sounds of Jake Strong saying that a wrestler will always beat a luchador, and right now I am not so sure, and I think the believers are making their opinion known.
Listen to that. Oh,
Drago
boy.
still has fight. Aerostar, and both fighters have nunchucks.
They are,
Look at Jake.
Can you say ass whooping about to happen?
Ass whooping about to happen.
Thank you very much, Matt Striker. Oh, boy.
Jake Strong, of course, is undefeated on Temple, but again, maybe not for long. Listen to these shots.
See, this is what bothers me about you, and not really much does, but if this was the other way around, you would be saying, oh, how despicable. Oh, my God, poor Drago, poor
not at all.
Aerostar.
Not at all. You're wrong. I would not be saying that.
Yes, you would. I know you.
Listen, why don't we just listen to the shots? And
Yeah,
not
that's what I
talk,
thought you were
okay?
going to say. Way to cover up, kid.
Oh, Aerostar better cover up off of that.
Jesus.
Big boots. Jake out of the corner, catches Drago. And for me, when this turns into a wrestling match, it behooves Jake Strong. I think that the super friends, Aerostar and Drago, need to keep this with the nunchucks. We've seen this from Jake Strong in the past.
Dragon
All of
sandwich.
his weight.
Oh, yes!
Smart. And now Aerostar and Drago almost morphing into one person, the two of them. Voltron, if you will. DDT.
Wow.
Strong is down. Aerostar is up. Comes crashing down onto Strong. Double cover here. No, big kick out.
Damn.
You know who Jake Strong reminds me of? It's an old name, but you remember Don Leo Jonathan?
Yes, I certainly do.
Right there, he just reminded me of just his sheer size.
No doubt. Good call. You know Don Leo Jonathan was Canadian?
That's why I said it. Oh, Drago landed hard.
Oh, dude.
Aerostar underneath the clothesline. Went for the tilt-a-whirl, did Jake. Oh, man.
Jesus.
Power bomb, and now the ankle lock.
Drago,
If he
get
If he
in there.
snaps Aerostar's ankle, that's going to be it. Referee is right there. Aerostar's tapping. Aerostar has submitted to the
Here's your
ankle
winner,
lock.
the
Jake is
Savage,
not letting go.
Jake Strong.
He's going to snap his ankle, but look at Drago. We alluded to the fact that Aerostar saved Drago from a broken arm a while back.
Oh, no, no,
And it's
no,
almost
no,
as
no,
if
no,
Drago
no, no.
returned the favor there, but now Drago pays the price. Ooh! The Believers finally back in the title picture, but I do believe that Jake has snapped Drago's ankle.
Dude, I swear to God, I heard the break. I heard it from here. Jeez.
Well, they say there is no greater honor than to lay down one's life for one's friends. Aerostar and Drago have done just that. They do learn a valuable lesson here tonight, though, through Lucha Underground. But who will march to the main event of Ultima Lucha Cuatro? Four of the best in this temple's history. Pentagon Dark, King Cuerno, Mil Muertes, and El Dragon Azteca Jr. They go to war, all for a shot at the Lucha Underground Championship. Our main event is next. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lucha Underground. Before we get to our huge main event, just a quick programming note. Next week, the Lucha Underground champion, Marty the Moth Martinez, will be here, and he will address his Ultima Lucha Cuatro opponent. Who that will be, let's find out right now.
The following lucha is a four-way match scheduled for one fall. The winner goes to Ultima Lucha Cuatro to face Marty the Moth Martinez for the Lucha Underground Championship. Introducing first, from the highlands of Guerrero, Mexico, King Cuerno.
3 weeks ago, King Cuerno set his sights on then Lucha Underground champion Pentagon Dark. But a roadblock known as Mil Muertes made that hunt much more difficult.
Next, from beyond the grave, Mil Muertes.
I didn't hear one time you say he's got killer instinct or he's willing to sacrifice everything, so excuse me.
Well, speaking of killer instincts, that man there, Mil Muertes, he won the Lucha Underground Championship in the main event of the very first history-making Ultima Lucha. Mil would love to have that opportunity once again. The man of 1,000 deaths is undefeated at Ultima Lucha, so if Mil wins tonight, we very well could be looking at a two-time champion come Ultima Lucha Cuatro. Vampiro, your thoughts on Mil Muertes?
I think that things are in his favor. Why? Because he's already crossed the line. He's on the other side. He's coming from somewhere that nobody else has been to, and I put it all on his shoulders, and I believe he's going to come out tonight ahead.
And next, from Tijuana, Mexico, El Dragón Azteca Jr.
El Dragon Azteca Jr., he planned to use his Gift of the Gods title to get into the main event of Ultima Lucha Cuatro, but you know what they say about plans. And many of the believers, and myself included, we thought he was going to pull it off. But last week, Marty the Moth Martinez, who was definitely watching, defeated El Dragon Azteca for the Gift of the Gods title with a huge assist from Phoenix. So what's the mindset of El Dragon tonight?
Well, I hope he stopped listening to you and believing that being the nice guy, and please, I'm not offending you, brother, is going to get you places in the temple. You have to be dirty. You have to be willing to fight. You have to be willing to take a beating. If not, you're going to end up like him, an ex-champion.
Yeah, but it's the will to win versus the will to prepare to win. I am sure that El Dragon Azteca Jr. has been doing nothing but training and preparing for this moment right now.
And finally, from Jalapa, Veracruz, Mexico, Pentagon Dark.
Whoa. I'll answer your question as this match goes on, but Pentagon Dark won the Lucha Underground Championship at Ultima Lucha 3. He was a dominant champion, to say the least. But then, something no one could have predicted happened. Marty the Moth dethroned Pentagon in a very controversial way for the Lucha Underground title. Tonight, Pentagon Dark has a chance to get back into the title hunt, but it's going to be an uphill battle, and that battle is next. Welcome back to Lucha Underground. This, our huge main event, a four-way match. The winner will become the #1 contender to the Lucha Underground Championship, held by Marty the Moth Martinez, and the championship match will occur at Ultima Lucha Cuatro. Before we get there, let's be here now. Vamp?
Yes.
Mil Muertes is going to have the power advantage, going to have the strength advantage here. Out of the other three competitors, who do you give the nod to, and why?
I'm going with Mil Muertes because of his anger. I'm not going with Pentagon Dark because he's just too much into the fans. Let me ask you this. You were a teacher, right? So what do you do when you've gone out of your way and you've given everything to your star pupil and you think you've put him on the right path to getting the proper education? You turn around and you see that he dropped the ball and he's fallen into the rut and he's going for things it shouldn't be.
Okay, I get what you're saying, but you have to always find a way to reach people. Everyone learns differently, and at some point, some people, they're going to do what they want to do, and there's nothing anyone can say to them. Oh, wow. Oh, look. Notice there, Dragon clutching at his right knee. We'll keep an eye on that as Cuerno deposits Mil to the floor. And now Cuerno spies El Dragon, and if Cuerno notices that Dragon is hurt, then the shark smells blood in the water.
There you go, and let's see the perfect hunter take advantage of his prey's weakness.
Normally El Dragon would like to speed things up, but look at Cuerno, slow, methodical, almost just pulling out the fingernails one by one.
I mean, you see a wounded animal, and he's just little by little taking away everything that's inside his spirit right now.
Cuerno has Dragon up. Oh. Pentagon disrupted the flow there. Well, it's rather clear whom the believers are behind. El Dragon ducks the clotheslines and going for a tilt-a-whirl DDT. Signature maneuver there. But wow. Dragon doesn't go for a cover. Pentagon rolled out of the ring onto the perimeter. Dragon sees Cuerno coming in. Wow. Low bridges, Cuerno to the floor. Dragon now limping his way to the corner. Mil Muertes charges. Nobody home.
Certainly shows, and we can see, and this, yes, I'll agree with you, yes.
Look, that's Phoenix.
What's he doing?
And out, Melissa. This isn't you, this isn't you.
She said, this isn't you, I recognize you. Please, hear my voice.
Well, Melissa saw something. And El Dragon Azteca, who has come to the aid of Melissa in the past, has now sacrificed himself as well as the temple itself. And the believers appreciate it. And that shows you the heart of El Dragon Azteca, but Vamp,
yes,
Dragon is distracted now. Phoenix isn't a part of this match.
But it doesn't matter. This is what I've been hoping to see from him. Okay, I know what's at stake in the ring. Thank God the Dragon Azteca has finally woken up and become a fighter and is going to pull out it all and fight dirty and just go for it.
Yeah, but he won't become Lucha Underground champion if he leaves. Back to the action as King Cuerno begins to stalk. Back to the action in the ring as Pentagon fells Mill with a stuffed kick underneath the chin. Pentagon does not see that King Cuerno is behind him. And now these two circle. Perhaps not. Pentagon, to your point, Vamp, was too busy with the Cero Miedo into the fans.
Yeah.
And now the arrow from the quiver. Here it comes. King Cuerno, perhaps your next #1 contender. Vamp, we could sit here and break down how each of these four men match up against Marty Martinez.
We could do that, but who cares? Go for the win.
Ego will be the downfall of man, it was once written. So to your point, and there's the Mac. We haven't seen the Mac since the haunted house match over a month ago.
Dude, I thought he was dead, homie.
The Mac is alive and well. Muertes has been stunned.
Here we go.
Pentagon is up. Penta driver. Flipping pile driver. Mill is down. Cuerno off the apron. Cover here. He got him.
Here's your winner, Pentagon Dark.
An amazing turn of events. First, El Dragon Azteca Jr. essentially removed himself from the match, defending Melissa's honor. Then it was a back and forth between Pentagon and Cuerno. It looked like Mil Muertes was one step away from Ultima Lucha Cuatro until the Mac came in and got his redemption on Mil Muertes. And now one man stands tall amongst the sound, the serenade of Cero Miedo. Pentagon Dark is on his way to Ultima Lucha Cuatro, and he has his sights set on Marty the Moth Martinez and the Lucha Underground Championship.
Mill, it looks like you're not gonna fight for the Lucha Underground Championship or Ultima Lucha Cuatro. But guess what? You are gonna fight me. I was scared of you, but I ain't scared no more. After our haunted house match, I'm no longer afraid to die, but you should be. Because at Ultima Lucha Cuatro, I'm challenging you to a death match. Rest in peace, motherfucker.
It was once said that you must die in order to be reborn. And the Mac is back, and he may have a literal death wish at Ultima Lucha Cuatro. Will Mil Muertes grant the Mac's wish, or will the Mac prove he ain't afraid of no ghosts or the man of 1,000 deaths? For Vampiro, I'm Matt Stryker. For all